Yes. Jai Hind and hello everyone. Welcome back to Crack Grade B. This is Sunil Janged and we were discussing chapter noun, right? So we have covered some of the basic concepts regarding noun. Like we discussed the definition of noun, types of noun, different 5 types I told you that were proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. After that we further divided noun like countable and uncountable noun, and third was enumerable noun, right? After that we discuss noun formation. How can we formate noun with some of the verbs, with some of the adjectives and with some of the common nouns, right? So we have covered all these things. After that we discuss some of the compound nouns and how can you make compound nouns singular, plural from singular, right? And after that we discuss some of the confusing nouns. Then we discuss the case of gender, and in last class we discussed the case concept of measurement. And I hope you have clear picture regarding measurement. And we started some of the uncountable nouns, right? This was the list of uncountable nouns which are very common in all banking exams. These type of uncountable nouns you generally see in your different sentences, right? So this is the list of all uncountable nouns which are very important from exam point of view. You know it very well. And this was the last sentences. These are the last sentences. So I found him in a good health. So let's discuss some more examples regarding uncountable nouns. What are the sentences like? If I say if I say if I say sentences, the man stopped. The man stopped and took out a paper from his pocket. From his pocket. And another sentence, he needed a chalk to write something on the board, right? These are two different sentences. And another sentence, if I say, it took me a day to learn English alphabets. It took me a day to learn English alphabets, right? Different three sentences you have. The man stopped and took out a paper from his pocket. Next sentence, he needed a chalk to write something on the board. And third one is, it took me a day to learn English alphabets. Okay, let's discuss the concept in the sentences. In the first sentence, you know it very well. The word paper is pure uncountable noun, right? Word paper is uncountable noun. We can't count paper. We can count pages, or you can say piece of paper, right? We can count pieces of paper or we can count page, but paper is pure uncountable noun. And as you know, this article, this determiner can't be used before uncountable noun. So either drop A, or you can also speak like that, or you can write like that, a piece of paper. You can speak like this, right? Either you just drop article A before paper, because we know that paper is pure uncountable noun, or you can also speak like a piece of paper, right? The man stopped and took out a piece of paper from his pocket. You can speak like that. Okay, next sentence we talk about, he needed a chalk to write something on the board. And as we know ki word chalk is also an uncountable noun. This is a material noun and pure uncountable noun, and we can't use article before uncountable nouns. We don't use article before uncountable nouns. So sentence will be, he needed a chalk to write something on the board. And you can also say like, he needed a piece of chalk. He needed a piece of chalk to write something on the board. You can speak like this. Okay, so these are pure uncountable nouns. And as you know कि before uncountable nouns we can't use determiners of number, or you can say before uncountable nouns we can't use determiners of countable nouns. So all these words like article, this is pure uncountable, this is determiner of numbers, so drop determiners, article A. Okay, it took me a day to learn English alphabets. In this sentence, as we know, ki word alphabet is pure uncountable noun. You know, when we talk about letters, in English we have different 26 letters. In all the languages we have different letters. Letters are countable. But when you talk about alphabet, alphabet is something like whatever you write in English with the help of 26 different letters, whatever you write in newspaper, in any novel, or in any magazine, whatever is written, that is called what? English alphabet. That is called alphabet, right? So alphabet is uncountable noun, and as we know कि uncountable nouns cannot be pluralized by adding s or es. Uncountable nouns cannot be pluralized by adding s or es. So drop s. Sentence will be okay after that, right? So when you talk about the list of uncountable nouns, these are pure uncountable nouns, right? Okay, let's move to the next sentence. Let's move to the next sentence. If I say one sentence you have, this is not my scissors. This is not my scissors. Okay. Second sentence is it your spectacle? Is it your spectacle lying over there? Is it your spectacle lying over there? And the third one is, the third sentence is, the doctor declared that the patient's intestine, the doctor declared that the patient's intestine was not working properly. Patient's intestine was not working properly. So he needed a medical treatment. So he needed a medical treatment before a long time. Third sentence, this one is, right? Sentence is, the doctor declared that the patient's intestine was not working properly, so he needed a medical treatment before a long time. So let's discuss all different three sentences. What is the concept? As we know, in the first sentence we have a noun, and the noun is scissors. Word scissors, if you talk about, then you know it very well. Scissors is a noun which is always in pair. When you just observe the construction of a scissors, then you will find that scissors is a pure plural noun. Mean this is a noun which is always in pair, you can say. So all these nouns are in pair, or you can say these are plural nouns. So word scissors We always speak like Caesars. There is nothing like Caesar. Never drop SORES with this word. There is nothing like Caesar. It is always Caesars, because when we just observe the construction of this noun, we find it ki this noun always exists in a pair, right? So this one is plural noun and this one is pronoun. So we know it very well ki pronoun is a word which is used in place of noun. So to denote this plural noun, this pronoun must be plural. So sentence will be like these. Plural pronoun will be used for a plural noun. Plural pronoun this is plural pronoun these, and plural subject will demand a plural verb. These are not my Caesars. These are not my Caesars. Sentence will be like this, right? This is wrong to say this is not my Caesars. We will have to say these are not my Caesars. Plural noun demands a plural pronoun and plural verb according to that. Okay. Is it your spectacle lying over there? You know, there is a word like spectacle. There is a word, and the word is spectacle. Spectacle is a singular noun, and spectacle means glimpse. Spectacle means glimpse, or you can say view, right? And we have another word like spectacles. This word spectacles is for eyes. Like spectacles is a noun in pair for left eye and for right eye. This noun spectacles is always in plural, in pair you can say. So when we talk about here, we have a word spectacle. So make sure spectacle means glimpse, and this glimpse cannot be lying. This glimpse cannot be lying, and we don't have a possession over glimpse. So we have a plural noun, and this plural noun is what? Spectacles. So spectacles could be lying anywhere. Spectacles could be lying somewhere, and we can also have possession on what? Possession on spectacles. So sentence will be like, is it your spectacles lying over there? And make sure don't make this verb plural, as we have a singular subject it, and it always demands a singular verb, right? In subject verb agreement, I told you the concept. There are two different introductory subject in English. One is it and second one is there, and it always demands a singular verb. We never use a plural verb with it. So sentence will be, is it your spectacles lying over there? Is it your spectacles lying over there? Okay, let's move to the third sentence. The doctor declared that the patient's intestine was not working properly, so he needed a medical treatment before a long time. So in this sentence, when you observe, we have a noun, and the noun is intestine, and the possession on intestine is of what? Patients. This one is also noun. To show possession, we use apostrophe s. You know it very well ki intestines are of two types. One is large intestine and second one is small intestine. Make it sure, if I mention large intestine, it means I'm talking about single one, then intestine can be there. And if I say small intestine, here also I'm talking about one intestine, then also we can use intestine. But in the beginning of a sentence, I did not mention any large or small. I did not mention. In that case, this word intestine is also that type of noun which always exists in pair, which always exists in plural, right? So just make this noun plural. We will have to say intestines, and according to this plural subject, verb will also be plural. So replace singular verb was with the plural verb were. So sentence will be like, the doctor declared that the patient's intestines were not working properly, so he needed a medical treatment before a long time. Sentence will be like that. Patient's intestines will be there. Patient's intestines will be there, and sentence will be okay. Okay, another sentence you have. If I say, kindly convey my best wish and regard. Best wish and regard. Full stop. Said the manager. Said the manager to the peon of the director. Said the manager to the peon of the director. Okay, another sentence you have. Okay, if we just discuss this sentence, if we observe this sentence, as you know, this word conveys a verb, right? And if a sentence starts with kindly, please, first form of the verb, or you can say don't, let, or let us, make it sure कि imperative sentences are those which start with words like kindly or please, first form of the verb, and after that don't, let, or let us. These five identities are the surety of a sentence which is imperative sentence. And make it sure, in all imperative sentences, subject is neither written nor spoken. I said in imperative sentences, subject is neither written nor spoken. So this is imperative sentence. Subject will be absent in the imperative sentence, but after verb we need an object, and this word wish is a verb. So to make this word object, we have to make it noun. And as we know, wish is a verb. To make this word noun, we have to change this word wish verb into noun, and wishes will be noun. Wishes will be what? Noun. And make it sure, word my is a possessive adjective, and possession can only be possible on a noun. Possession can only be on noun. And after that, this word and is a coordinate conjunction. Before coordinate conjunction, you have a noun. After this coordinate conjunction, we need another noun. So second noun will be what? Regard is a verb. To make it noun, just say regards. So sentence will be like, kindly convey my best wishes and regards, said the manager to the peon of the director. This sentence will be accurate now. Are you getting my point? Yes, these four sentences, as you know, these are the nouns which will always be in pair or plural. These nouns will always be in pair, or these are always plural nouns. So what is the proper list for noun in pair or plural? Which will be the list? You can just read the words like scissors, spectacles, binoculars, goggles, glasses, tongs, pliers, pincers, forceps, bellows, gallows. You know, bellows is an instrument, or you can say is a tool which is for used to fire in to just cook food. In many villages, you know, bellows is just like a hollow pipe in which you just press air, and after that it helps to burn the light, burn, you can say, fire, right? So that instrument is what? Bellows. Gallows, pants, trousers, shorts, shoes, premises, surroundings, credentials, goods, belongings, contents, eatables, potables, valuables, scales, wings, arms, riches, ashes, ascents, pains, rations, orders, thanks, regards, wishes, respects, tributes, and congratulations, lungs, kidneys, intestines, odds, tidings, proceeds, repairs, compliments, earrings, and after that, vegetables, outskirts, remains, savings, manners, groceries, and many more. These are pure nouns which are always in pair or plural, right? So let's discuss some more examples. Like if I say a sentence you have, the poor farmers left the village. The poor farmers left the village with their goods. the poor farmers left the village with their goods. Okay. In this sentence, as we know, ki this word goods is a noun, noun in pair, noun in plural, sorry. This word goods is a plural noun. So sentence is, the poor farmers left the village with their goods. You know what is the difference between goods and another word? I will tell you. Goods is a plural noun, you can say, right? But goods are those items which are commercial. Commercial items or commercial things are called what? Goods. But here we are talking about poor farmers. Poor farmers left the village with their goods. It means we are talking about a noun. That noun is belongings, and this belongings word is also a plural noun, and belongings are the items which are of self. Self things, self items are called what? Belongings. So here we are not talking about goods. Poor farmers left their village with their belongings. It is usually an announcement on railway station and metro stations कि passengers are requested to take care of their belongings. It means in announcement they are talking about passengers on articles, on things, right? Same thing is in this sentence. The writer is saying that the poor farmers left the village with their on items, on articles. So for that particular noun, we have to use word belongings. Goods will be inappropriate over there. Goods will be inappropriate. Voice is very low. It must not be. Everything is all right from my side. Kindly turn up volume of your mobile. Okay, everything is okay from my side. Okay, so sentence will be, the poor farmers left the village with their belongings. Let's move to the next sentence. Let's move to the next sentence. If I say, okay, the sentence is, riches have wings. Riches have wings. You know this word riches. And another sentence, alms was given. Alms was given to the beggar. Alms was given to the beggar. Huh. Okay. In both the sentences, a word riches is a noun plural. Riches is, you know what? Riches is something like, you can say wealth, right? Wealth is called riches. Mean to say, it denotes to rupees or it denotes to dollars, and riches always come in plural. Riches always come in plural. So this one is plural noun, and this plural subject will demand a plural verb, right? And this word wings, this one is also a noun which always exists in pair. So sentence is okay, riches have wings. Again in the next sentence, word alms. Alms is also a plural noun. Alms means what? Alms means, you can say, donation, and donation is always in plural, whether it is in rupees, whether it is in dollars or something like that, right? Alms is also a plural noun. So plural noun, plural subject will demand a plural verb. This verb was is a singular verb, so replace it with a plural verb. Were will over be there. So sentence will be like, alms were given to the beggar. Alms were given to the beggar. Sentence will be okay. Okay. Next, if you talk about, if I say, funds was received. Funds was received from many European countries. Funds was received from many European countries. Okay, in this sentence, if we talk about this word funds, this word funds is also a noun which is always plural. Funds always come in plural, whether it will be in rupees, in form of rupees, in form of dollars. This one is plural noun, so according to this plural subject, plural verb were will be there in a sentence, right? So sentence will be like, funds were received from many European countries. So this one is the list of pure uncountable nouns. You can just remember all these nouns, and all these nouns are usually seen in different banking exams. You must be familiar with all these nouns, right? So let's proceed to the next concept. Okay, let's move to the next sentence. If I say, sentence is, no news are good news. No news are good news. First sentence. If I say, summons were, okay, let's discuss some of the sentences like, okay, let's talk about these sentences. Yes, you have to reply all the sentences. First sentence is, having won the World Cup for 3 times on the trot, Australia must be in the high spirit. Yes. What do you think of this sentence? Different 4 parts you have, right? This one is part A, having won the World Cup. Part B is for 3 times. Part C is on the trot, Australia must. This is C part, right? B in the high spirit. This is D part. And E part is what? No error. What do you think in the sentence? Having won the World Cup for 3 times on the trot, Australia must be in the high spirits. Yes. You know, this word spirits, this word is pure uncountable noun. This is abstract noun. And as we know, ki uncountable nouns cannot be pluralized by adding s or es. Uncountable nouns cannot be pluralized by adding s or es. So drop s, right? Okay. In the second sentence, man is a product of the environment, so we should keep our surroundings. This noun word surroundings, this is a noun in noun, plural noun. This noun is plural, and so this noun is plural or in pair, so we always speak like surroundings. There is nothing like surrounding. We always speak like surroundings, right? Because surroundings, how we just talk about surroundings after combination of east, west, north, south, what it becomes surroundings. So this is noun in pair or plural noun, so just add what? Add s or es. Surroundings will be there. Again, you have an error in part D. Okay, please give the binocular. You know, binocular, there is nothing like binocular. This noun is also in pair, so to make this noun plural, we have to add s or es. So sentence will be, please give the binoculars, I want to look at the hills, right? B, error is in B part. Okay, now let's move to the next sentences. No news are good news. And next one is, summons were received. Summons were if I say, summons were released by the session court. Summons were released by the session court. Okay. Another sentence. rickets are due to the deficiency of rickets are due to the deficiency of vitamin D. These different three sentences you have. No news are good news. First one, summons were released by the session court and rickets are due to the deficiency of vitamin D. Okay, in all three sentences, when we discuss, so first sentence, this word news, we have a noun and the noun is what? News, right? You have SORES in the last of this word, last of this noun. Again you have a noun and the noun is summons. This one is also noun and you have SORES in the end of this noun, right? And again in the third sentence you have a noun rickets, right? You have SORES in the last of this third noun, rickets. Okay, you know all these three nouns are those which look plural because of SORES in the last of that, right? Because of SORES in the last of that, all these nouns look plural, but make it sure these are singular nouns. Some of the nouns we have which always look plural, but actually they are singular, like news, summons and rickets, right? So if this noun is singular, so we have to use a singular verb according to that. Plural verb are will be wrong over there. Singular verb is will be there. No news is good news will be there. And word summons. Summons is also a singular noun. You know summons is what? Summons is like a call. Call from the court or call from the session court or magistrate. This is called summons. This is pure singular noun and singular subject demand a singular verb. That's why replace were with was. Sentence will be summons was released by the session court. Again, if you talk about third sentence, rickets is a disease of bones, right? Disease of bones is called what? Rickets, right? And rickets, this one is name of a disease, so this is singular noun and singular noun demands a singular verb. Replace are with is. Sentence will be like rickets is due to the deficiency of vitamin D. Rickets is due to the deficiency of vitamin D. Okay, let's move to the list of these nouns which look plural but are singular. What are the nouns? Let us discuss. Nouns like news, innings, summons, billiards, athletics. All these three nouns are name of games. Billiards, athletics, draughts, maths, physics, statistics, economics, civics, phonetics, ethics. These are name of subjects till here. Till here these are subjects. And after that rickets, measles, mumps, shingles, diabetes. These are name of diseases. In the last you have different 5 words and these are the name of diseases. All these nouns look plural but are singular. These nouns look plural but are singular. And if these nouns are singular, we have to use according to the singular nouns, right? Verb will be singular, possessive adjective will be singular, and much more. Don't use any determiner of plural sense like many, much more, or some before these nouns. All these things will be maintained in different sentences. Like sentences you have, and the sentence is what? This. Like in the first sentence, word news is a singular noun. That's why we have to use a singular verb according to that. Summons according to singular noun, again singular verb. According to rickets, this is also a singular noun, so that's why we have used a singular verb is over there, right? So what are singular noun? These are, right? You have a list. Let's discuss another sentence. If I say two summons, were issued by the court. Two summons were issued by the court. In this sentence, if we discuss, we have a word summons. We have a word summons. This word summons is a singular noun, and summon means a call, right? And the plural of this noun, summons, is what? Summonses. Summonses. This one is plural noun, and it denotes two calls, more than one, right? We also have a word summon. Word summon is a verb, and summon means to call. Summon means to call, right? So here, because of this numeral adjective, too, we demand a plural noun over here. We demand a plural noun. So plural noun of summons will be what? Summonses. So use a word summonses. Sentence will be okay. And make it sure, out of this list, only we have a word summons that can be pluralized by adding SORES. You can make plural of summons by saying summonses, but make it sure you can't make plural any of these nouns except summons. You can't make plural of rest words except summons, right? So summon is the only word which can be pluralized by adding SORES. We can say summons is singular, and the plural of summons will be what? Summonses. But if you just want to add SORES with rest of the nouns, then it is impossible. We can't make plural rest words by adding SORES, right? So let's take an example. Let's discuss some of the subjects like maths, physics, statistics, economics, and civics. Let us discuss these examples. Okay, if I say maths is an important subject, maths or mathematics is an important subject. If I speak like this, and another sentence, his maths are not good. His maths are not good. Or if I say Aryabhat's maths is praiseworthy. Aryabhat's maths is praiseworthy, right? In all these different three sentences, you have a word maths, right? But make it sure, if you talk about this, any of these subjects, like what are the words? Maths, physics, statistics, economics, civics, phonetics, or ethics. Like, make it sure whenever we talk about this word maths, right? When you make this word subject of in a sentence, right, this subject will always denote to one, and this noun will count as singular subject. So according to this singular subject, singular verb will be used. But make it sure, whenever you have any possession on maths, like if I say his maths, so his maths never mean to say his maths or my maths. We can't, you can say, categorize maths. We can't say I don't have any possession on maths. All you students like Radhe or Manish, we people don't have any possession on any subject like maths, physics, statistics. We don't have any possession, and now his maths will become like his mathematical calculation, right? Now it becomes mathematical calculations, and now it becomes a plural noun. This noun become plural noun, and accordingly plural verb will be used. So if you talk about first sentence, maths is an important subject, Here word maths is a subject, so this one is singular noun. According to this singular noun, verb will also be singular, right? But if I show possession on maths, now his maths means his mathematical calculations. Now it denotes to a plural noun, calculations, and according to the plural subject, plural verb will be used, plural verb are will be there. Sentence will be like his maths are not progressive. Sentence is okay. If I show possession on maths and the possession is of Aryabhat, this one is also noun. Aryabhat's maths means Aryabhat doesn't have any possession on maths. And if I say Aryabhat's maths, it means the mathematical calculations of Aryabhat. So now we are again talking about calculations. So according to this plural noun, calculations, plural verb will be used. So replace is with are. Sentence will be like, Aryabhat's maths are praiseworthy. Are you getting my point? Yes. Is everything okay? Yes. Okay. I'm telling about all these nouns like maths, physics, statistics, economics, civics, phonetics, and ethics. Whenever we use these noun as a subject, so these nouns will be singular, and according to singular subject, according to these singular noun, a singular verb will be used. But make it sure whenever we show possession on these nouns, their meaning get changed, and now it becomes a plural noun. It denotes to a plural sense, right? So now we have to use a plural verb with all these nouns. So this is the concept. So you have to be careful enough. You have to be careful enough in a sentence ki whether these words are used as a subject or they have plural sense. You have to make sure of this thing, right? So these are nouns, and so you tell me on Monday, what do you want? Do you want a class on questions, practice questions on parajumbles, practice questions on parajumbles, or you want fillers? Yes, I want comment from your side. On Monday we shall discuss a class on what? On practice questions on parajumbles, right? Or you want to learn fillers? Yes, guys, you tell me. Practice questions on parajumbles, some good type of questions on parajumbles, or you want me to start fillers? Yes, guys. We have discussed different 10 techniques to solve parajumble sentences, right? So I think we should start some of the practice questions regarding that, right? So on Monday, tomorrow you have class on noun and vocabulary. We shall discuss some of the synonym and antonyms, right? And on Monday you will have a class on parajumbles practice questions. So I think it's enough from my side, and I just keep my finger crossed for you, and keep sharing all these videos with your friends and relatives. Invite them for such sessions, and subscribe Crack Grade B if you haven't subscribed yet. So it's enough from my side. Take care. Goodbye. Love you all. Thank you.